Nice day, really nice day. I needed this. I needed a sunny, dry day to just wash everything, chill out, relax. This is it. Hey, first plane in days. If I can get him going right behind that tree. Planes are starting to fly again now that the ceiling's up. I think I saw one plane in 6 days when it was raining. Low tide now. Probably starting to turn around and come back in, but I might cruise up there and watch salmon jump up the waterfall for a while. This is a perfect little perch up here, almost like a mossy little lookout. They're trying to get up. There's one. Tough climb for a salmon. You got all that. And then you've got all that up there too. Gotta want it. Here's a berry. Not quite ripe yet. But I'll eat them anyway. It's a little early in the season, usually August. A little bitter. Nice to have some fruit though. Yeah, usually late July, August for these. Ah, shame. Here's one that made a wrong turn. Zoom in there. That wasn't there yesterday. Made a wrong turn and hit a natural fish trap. I'll go see what he looks like. Well, that's about as easy as fishing gets. This guy's been in there maybe a couple hours. He's got rigor mortis, but it's cold water. That's a bright fish. But yeah, there's no reason not to eat that thing. Not any different than he would be sitting in an ice box all afternoon. So I'm gonna work on this guy. Pays to take a walk sometimes. I decided to take the backbone out this time, kind of facilitate a little easier, and slash the meat down to the skin and still have enough tail left to hang it by a string. But again, it's late in the evening. It's sun's going down behind the mountain, and it's definitely a gift. Sockeye salmon. So I got a little more salt on this one. I got him slashed. I'm gonna get him up in that tree over there and call it good. It's hung high up in the tree away from the bears. Hit that little branch up there and spread it out nicely. So sun going down, I'll let him sit up there and chill and drip all night. And I'll come back for him in the morning. Hopefully he's still there. So I saved some of the belly scraps off of that last sockeye. Just a handful. I'm gonna do it up with some garlic in the pot. Real tasty sunset. Salmon scraps sauteed in oil with garlic. Absolutely delicious. My last snack of the afternoon. But I'll get some rest. Maybe I'll get up tonight and try to tune in the radio with the atmospheric bounce. I pick up a lot more stations between 11 and 1 a.m. Find out what's going on as far as weather goes, but it looks like high pressure to me. Those high, thin clouds that get ripped apart are usually an indication of high pressure building, which would be great. 4 or 5 days of sunny weather do me well. July 6th. Rough night. Abdominal spasms, cramps, nausea, vomiting. Had it all. Well, breakfast went down okay. Had a rather large bowl of steel-cut oats and a big fistful of almonds. Stomach doesn't feel perfect, but doesn't feel like it did last night. Not queasy and vomiting. And I hope that's all it was. A one-night thing. Let's check the salmon up in the tree. It looks like nobody's gotten to it. Still in the same spot, in the same position. It's a beautiful red meat. I'm gonna go collect some wood and start a fire, get the drying process started. Got the fire going. I gave these guys a light rinse because I doused them pretty heavy in salt, but this is different with the backbone out and slashed so that the smoke and salt can get in there a little deeper. Slashed all the way through the meat to the skin. So I got it off the side of the fire. Just put a little spreader stick in there. I'm just trying to dry it right now. I'm not trying to smoke it. I'll slowly cook it. I've got a rather elaborate system of sticks and strings to pull the fish closer to the fire or away from the fire. So essentially keep tightening up the string and pulling the fish over toward the fire a little more, or up a little more, however. I want to keep it like an indirect heat for several hours. Not a very hot fire because this wood's really wet, but it'll make a nice bed of coals. So I'm cooking the fish I got yesterday, and I'm cooking the one I smoked yesterday and got 2 days ago. I'm cooking that a little better, nibbling on that. It's pretty good, really good. Actually, I'm gonna nibble away on the backbone because backbones are always what pierces the Ziploc bag when you're trying to carry them. But cook it up like that. It's fantastic. Down to the last tail section there. I'm gonna put that right on the coals and let it cook down for 5 minutes or so. It's pretty dried out, but everything else has been cooked down and packaged up. So pretty nice looking chunks there. Another bag here. So I've got quite a bit of salmon from this spot. It's pretty amazing. And sockeye at that. Absolute best. But tide's starting to come up now, starting to move. So I got about another hour. I'll be packed up and pushing off. Feeling pretty normal. Stomach's still a little weird, but I ate a bowl of porridge about almost an hour and a half ago now. Haven't risked coffee yet, but I feel pretty good. And after getting up 3 times last night to retch my guts out, that's an A+ in my category, because I was worried about food poisoning or something and being stuck out here until it passes, trying to care for myself, or hoping. But it seems like it was a one-night thing, and very rare for me to get sick like that. It wasn't good. I'm gonna start packing up, and I think I'm gonna leave here in about 2.5 hours. I want to leave about 10 o'clock. High tide should be about noon today. I'll push against the tide for a little bit, and then be swept the rest of the way out with it. It's really low, and this is one big channel out here, so I'm gonna be working against the current for the first hour. Won't be bad, and then I'll have a good current on the way out. Be able to swept along. I'm all loaded up. Everything's packing pretty simple in the boat now. I'm well over halfway through my food. Got the salmon loaded up. Got at least probably 6-7 pounds of salmon. That's delicious fish. But nice little cove. Provided me with a couple of really nice salmon. Still some fish jumping up there. Lots of them going up there. Would have liked to go into the lake, but my feet were pretty messed up from the big haul up the river the other day. So a down day and laundry, and I'm set. I'm gonna head up the coast to Heidelberg area, make my decision on how close I get there. Might go into Heidelberg, turn around and come back out and head for that portage. I don't know. There is no plan. There is no destination. I'm 11 days in. Haven't seen that human being for a week. Well, the wind's blowing out here. It's blowing from the south right up this inlet, and I'm all the way up here. So I have to come against the wind for about 8 miles before I can turn parallel to it and then get a tailwind. So that's going to be about 12. Yeah, it's probably going to be about 20 miles to this point here, which would be a good day. Well, I may have made 2 miles since I left my beach, and it's been a struggle. It's not obscenely rough conditions. It's just kind of an annoying wind from the south right in my face. Probably around 12 to 15. And the current's running against me. I think the tide's just about maxed. Looking at the line there, that would be max high tide right there. So we're in about 2 feet of max high tide. It's a pretty rough struggle, heading against the wind and against the current. And to tell you the truth, my stomach's not 100%. So I'm running on about 60% power, hoping that something changes by this afternoon. It's just past noon and I'm running out of steam. I don't know if I've gone 2.5 miles, but I'm pretty sick to my stomach. But I need a rest. Maybe a nap before I go on. I'm not well.